course, Colonel Marcos, meron pong nabanggit po dito na alegasyon regarding po na yung 4 million pesos na hiningi daw po ninyo sa kay former Mayor Espinosa. Mr. Chair, do you confirm or deny this allegation?
Morning po ulit. Hapon na ba? First of all, sir, pertaining po sa sinasabi po ni Kerwin tungkol po sa 4 million, sa Senate hearing po, ang sabi niya 3 million. Ngayon, ang sabi niya 4 million. Tapos sabi niya, sabi daw ng tatay niya. So he has no personal knowledge. I've already denied this several times, even in the Senate. During the time of his accusation, or yung sinasabi niya, siguro sinasabi niya yan kasi galit siya sa akin. Sabi ko, dahil sa nangyari sa tatay niya. Normal po na reaksyon ng isang tao. Pero para tumanggap po ako ng ganung klaking pera galing sa kanya, sabi pa niya, campaign period. Nasa Albuera po ako, election na week na po. Tapos na ang campaign period. Hindi naman ako, sabi ko, during that time, I was only the Deputy Provincial Director of Leyte PPO. Handling administrative matters. I was deployed in Albuera for election purposes to supervise only the 4th District because it was considered as a hot spot. Hindi ko kailangan manduhan ang mga pulis doon o ano pa man. Hindi naman ako provincial director, hindi ako regional director, hindi rin ako operatiba ng illegal drugs para proteksyonan siya on something that I will ask for exchange for money. And I want also to straight, sir, Mr. Chair, on the record, ulitin ko po, the murder case filed against us to the death of his father and Raul Yap, we were all acquitted by the court. We were, kumbaga,
Mr. Chair?
We were kumbaga, nabigyan ng hustisya yung mga akusasyon sa amin. Ngayon, sir, itong raid na 11 kilos.
Mr. Chair,
it was for...
point of order.
What is the point of order, Congressman Akop?
The resource person is not answering appropriately the question of the Honorable Rodriguez. I think we should remind the resource person to answer directly the question of the Honorable Congressman. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Akop. Colonel Marcos, please answer the questions asked by Congressman Gutierrez.
Mr. Chair, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Although I believe Colonel Marcos did answer yung allegations sa 4 million, just that he went on to discuss other things. But I hope the good Colonel could understand that we have a line of questioning and it's one topic, one answer lang naman po. No?
Yes,
we will proceed with the raid po siguro at a later time.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Chair. His statement is not true.
Not true.
Most of his statement na sinabi niya kanina, marami po doon hindi totoo.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, follow-up question on that. But did your wife run for office at the time, Mr. Chair?
Colonel Marcos, can you please answer the question?
Yes, Mr. Chair, sorry, a follow-up question, Colonel.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
If you're, just to confirm na yung asawa niyo po ay tumakbo as alleged na
During
kandidato
that time,
po.
on 2016, she ran for Vice Mayor of Pastrana, Leyte, pero she lost in the election.
Thank you,
Natalo
Mr.
po.
Chair. Mr. Chair, some questions naman po, Colonel Marcos, and siguro from this point on, you'll be able to explain your side po na binabanggit po ninyo. Because I agree with Congresswoman Luistro. Generally, yung testimony po ni Mr. Espinosa would be shaded with doubt kasi po this is based on, this is a recanting of a previous testimony under oath, previously affidavit, sworn under oath. However, what draws our attention is that it is surrounded by apparent irregularities, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I mentioned this because one glaring thing that we've seen is yung the circumstances surrounding the death of the former Mayor Espinosa. So in relation to that, I have some follow-up questions. Mr. Chair, at the time si Colonel Marcos, kayo po ay CIDG, hepe ng CIDG for Region 8. Tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, ano po yung inyong katungkulan bilang chief ng CIDG 8?
Way back 2016 during the raid in Baybay City Jail, I was the regional chief of Region 8, sir.
Regional chief po kayo?
Yes
Region 8
po,
po
ng
tayo.
CIDG po.
Of CIDG. Mr. Chair, so in relation po yung sa kaso ng former mayor, if ever, kasi I believe the case that was, if correct, ano po yung kaso that became basis for the issuance of the search warrant?
Kaya po kami nag-apply ng search warrant dyan because during the raid of Colonel Espinosa, in which they were able to recover 11 kilos of shabu and several firearms. Not only firearms but bank documents involving 5.1 billion pesos in current account and another intact money of a fake corporation by his family named Blue Oceanic Corporation, found out by AMLA, amounting to 5.1 billion. This was pronounced by the former president. Na-check po ito. Na positive yung pera na yan. Yung sinasabi niya magpapakatotoo siya, ba't hindi niya sa uli ang pera na yan? Ang dami niyang biktima.
Mr. Chair?
Then, the issuance po yung search warrant, kasi si Espinosa po ang nag-raid pero joined kami as investigation team. So we were the one who filed the case, kaya po lumabas ang warrant of arrest ni Mayor Espinosa at saka po ni Kerwin Espinosa. And during the issuance of warrant of arrest, hindi po si Judge Cabaluna ang nag-issue ng search warrant. Mali po yung sinasabi niya. Ang nag-issue ng search warrant, judge po ng Samar, si Judge Sabari. Katapos, I'm stating here statements based on records and public records. Sa warrant of arrest na in-issue, Major Laraga filed application for search warrant because of an valid information that there were continuous of drug trade inside the Baybay City Jail. And some of the jail guards are involved.
Sige, Colonel Marcos.
Yung po ang dahilan bakit po kami nag-apply ng search warrant. Kaya po namin in-implement yon. At saka yung sinasabi niya nag-face the wall, hindi po kami pinapapasok sa jail. Kaya po namin ni-restraint yung mga jail guard doon kasi they were armed. Armado po sila. Hindi kami pinapasok. We were forced to use bolt cutter, which is specified in the search warrant that we can break through if the search warrant issued by the judge is not honored.
Okay, sandali lang.
Yung po yung
Sandali lang,
totoo
Colonel. Yes, Congressman Gutierrez, is that the reply to the question you asked, Colonel Marcos?
Mr. Chair, more than what I was seeking, but that's fine, Mr. Chair.
Yun nga,
Mr. Chair,
Colonel Marcos, bibigyan ka namin ng pagkakataon magsalita. Ang ginagawa natin
Yes, Your Honor.
ay yung tanong, yun lang muna sagutin mo. Okay? Para hindi
Yes,
ho
Your
tayo
Honor.
tumagal. Now, you have, please wrap up, Congressman Gutierrez.
Mr. Chair, yung katanungan ko po natin is kung ano po yung basis ng search warrant. I understand that there are a lot of preliminary facts that would establish any need. But for one, yung nabanggit po na AMLAC, I'm not sure if bank transactions would be covered by search warrant dun sa Leyte. But I understand eventually, nasagot naman ni Colonel Marcos na the reason that they needed a search warrant was some alleged irregularities within Baybay sub-provincial jail. Tama po ba?
Yes, inside the provincial jail. And we have also information that Mayor Espinosa was allowed to go out during nighttime by the jail warden.
Mr. Chair, but based on records po, yung violation that was made basis for the search warrant was violation of RA 10591 or the Comprehensive Firearms and Ammunition Regulation Act. Nabanggit po ninyo earlier that the basis was illegal drug trade. Which was which po kaya, Mr. Chair?
Pareho po, Mr. Chair. Mayroon pong information na continuous ang drug trade. Mayroon din pong information that they were may armas po na nandoon na hawak po yung si Raul Yap at saka si Mayor Espinosa. And hindi po totoong niyakap si Mayor Espinosa based on record.
Mr. Chair, again, I would like to ask for a point of order.
Yes, Congressman Acop.
May we ask the resource person to answer directly the question of the Honorable Gutierrez? Kasi yung sinasagot mo, Colonel Marcos, ay hindi na appropriate doon sa katanungan ni Honorable Gutierrez. Antayin mo na ako magtanong sa iyo.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, thank you for that point of order. And Mr. Chair, the issue nga po is that there seemed to be a disconnect. Although there might be an information for both illegal drug trade and violations of the Comprehensive Firearms and Ammunition Regulation Act, as far as the records show, it's only based on the Comprehensive Firearms and Ammunition Regulation Act. So yung next question, Mr. Chair, if I would be
Yes,
with
please,
indulgence
your
to
last
wrap up.
question. Thank you.
Normal po ba na nagsuserve ng search warrant sa loob ng kulungan? If ever, since I'm wrapping up, Mr. I had more questions, Mr. Chair, but I'll probably reserve it for another round.